What's good, coach team? What's goody? I know y'all see my sports attire. Feeling a little sportsy today, but I got a jam-packed week for y'all. But besides that, first, let's tackle this week. So basically, there's this sporting event. That's why I got the sports attire on, feeling sportsy. Sporting event today for you guys, and we're gonna go check it out. A lot of networking, a lot of filming, a lot of this, a lot of that. We just gonna check it out and y'all gonna enjoy this one. So yeah, come soon. Got the drip on and it's lit. We about to have an amazing day, guys. Stay tuned, stay locked in. Appreciate y'all. Let me know if the community app is good eats. City now, heading to the event, almost there. Look, New York Stock Exchange. Y'all can't see it, but it's there. And there's a little girl statue. About to, that's my son / daughter, you feel me? Stay tuned, y'all. Still at the event, guys. Let me be quick. Bathroom King, aka Coach, in the building. They're playing music, so I probably will have to voice dub this over. You know how I go. But yeah, calm bathroom. Give it a 8 out of 10. More to come, guys. Stay tuned. Stay locked in. See, sports event. Coach never lie. Stay locked in, y'all.
So, thank you for showing up tonight. We got a great crowd here in New York City, so we're excited to be here and excited for you guys to, experiment with the sports creative community events you like. So, we're just going to go over some house details real quick just about the evening. But, so Jessica, you just want to kind of go over programming and then we'll kind of go into some more announcements.
Welcome, everyone. We're really excited. This is our final event of the year, so we're happy to have everyone here. As you all may or may not be aware of Sports Creative Community, if you're part of our Slack channel, that is something we definitely want you guys to get a part of. The QR codes on stickers around the table or on our little welcome boards, you can scan those and get joined a community of over 8,500 creatives across the country and the world, and it's going to be a great space to even continue on with the networking. Programming tonight, we're going to have our keynote and our panelists. We'll also have some interactions with our sponsors, which I'll kick over to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to shout out our sponsors for making tonight possible. Lucy Lanes, our presenting sponsor tonight. They're located over here to my left. And we have Photo Shelter and Fujifilm here. They'll be doing some brief introductions here shortly. I don't know if I introduced myself, but if I...
Welcome, everyone. We have been supporting the sports creative community for several years now, and it's great to see how it's continued to grow and morph and thrive. And I love coming to these events because everybody has such like a community vibe and a sort of a giving, collaborative vibe. So I love to see the collab wall and everything that you all do. Some faces I recognize, a whole bunch of new faces. So it'd be great to meet you all. Photo Shelter. We're a digital asset management platform for visual content. We also do content workflow, so we're kind of well known in the sports community for a real-time workflow, whether that be on game day or at a live event. having content move from the minute that you capture it all the way through into the dam, into all the stakeholders who need it to do their jobs, including your social team who can.
Thank you for having us. It's our first time with the sports creative community, and we make everything from B4 lenses to Super 35 to large format. Those cameras cover a wide variety of image making technology. So if you want to check here, if you want to see what we have going on at our table, please stop by. Today we have the LA30. It's a 30x zoom, really compact, and pretty affordable. So if you want to come chat, please stop over.
Awesome. Thank you, John. Next.
Thank you. I'll play a little video first. Keys. Cloud storage collaboration platform that streams data from the cloud on demand. So this means you can access large files instantly without having to download anything locally. So great for distributed teams that all want to work from a single source of truth. It mounts just like a hard drive, so you can work with any applications that you're using when limited in that way, and very, very kind of user friendly. We have some, this is our first time here actually, but we have a few customers in the sport.
It wasn't always the plan, I guess. I started off as a finance major in college, and I like to say I just didn't really want to make that much money, so I switched to communications and sports and decided that would be a lot more fun. And I started doing a bunch of different things, but really got my start at St. John's as a grad assistant, and was talking earlier, I think I told a lot of people this, my brother did this as a GA too. College sports for me was just an amazing place to break through. Anybody who's kind of starting or in part of their journey, colleges always need people. There's a ton of things they need to do, and their budgets aren't that big. So, I used to work at the Big East, and come Big East tournament time, I had a full staff of 2. So when the Big East tournament came around, depended on a lot of student volunteers, interns, a lot of people have gone on to do a ton of awesome things, but we'd go into the tournament and I'd be like, all right, you're taking over Snapchat tonight. Here's what we're trying to see, but go run with it, and I'll check in with you in 2 hours because I got a bunch of other stuff to do. So just the ability to I think bigger fish in a small pond early on, to just be able to do a ton of different things and be exposed to a bunch of different things and have some ownership of some stuff early was a cool way to go about it and a cool experience. So.
Sure, yeah. How did I get into this? And was sports always the question, or the intent? Yeah, so I always knew sports was my thing. I went to grad school for it here at Columbia. I played baseball at Georgetown. That was kind of my thing. But where in the industry I fit, I had no idea. So that's kind of where my sports management degree came in here. And I showed up in New York, said, well, what the hell am I going to do? What am I interested in? I have no idea. At one point I was like, maybe I'm going to do analytics. Maybe that's my thing. And unlike you, I immediately the same thing, said, no, that's not going to be my bag. So I ended up with the Brooklyn Nets and marketing for an internship there. I was like, this is pretty close to what I want to do, but there was another kind of content, social element that I wanted to get a little more experience in. Ended up interning with Bayern Munich because we had a partnership through Columbia that just happened to talk to a guy for 5 minutes at the end of a conference, and he hired me. As I was leaving the internship, he happened to be leaving as well. So he said, I recommended the company you stay, and I ended up working there for 6 years after that. Ironically, the guy that hired me left and went to DAZN, where I am now. So I called him before taking this job and said, hey, you gotta give me everything I need to know. But from the creative space, I also didn't really think that was necessarily where I would be. My brother was always the creative one growing up, and I was the book smart guy. That was kind of my thing. And now it's pretty cool. He's a writer back home in LA, and I consult him on a lot of the stuff that we're doing from a social strategy standpoint, just coming kind of full circle back to where we grew up together. So sports always the goal, creative, had no idea this is where I was going to end up.
Yeah, the conference.
I don't know how I got here. No, I'm kidding. I wasn't a big sports person before I started working at Boardroom, and I still don't know what makes a foul in basketball. It is very hard to tell. So if anyone has pointers, please meet me after and show me clips.
Nobody really knows.
Yeah, because I don't know. No. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Sports was never in the plan for me, but creating was. After college, I knew that this is something I wanted to do. I kind of had one plan and one plan only. I'm a person that works very, very hard. I think like success is where like preparation meets opportunity, so I made sure I was never going to fail, in the sense that the minute I graduated college, I just started like looking for work. Not paid work, just work. And I ended up connecting with a friend who had this other woman who like worked for all the sports teams, so like Jets, Giants, Knicks, Nets, and she just wanted me to follow her around and just record. So that's exactly what I did. I was just recording her vlogs, and through those experiences I was meeting a lot of people that at the time I didn't mean anything, but those later connections were gonna propel me to where I am today. Did every single type of freelance project as a videographer you can imagine. Music videos, funerals, weddings, everything you can imagine. I remember my mom would always say, Audrey, what are you doing? I would have like a big suitcase with all my luggage, tripods, cameras, everything, and I would lug it on the suitcase. Everyone thought I was crazy.
All right, that's it for this one, coach team. About to head back to the Scripps to the skis. If you don't know what that is, then you got to learn what that is. Still in the city, still on my Patriot swag, you see me. And yeah, it was a good one today. Just gonna wrap this up. You know, always. And guys, I unofficially work for the Patriots, so Patriots, hit me up, because that's what everybody's been asking me today at this event. I unofficially do, so I might as well actually do it. You feel me? So, yeah, remember always, guys, your most favorite, shimmy, pivot, just add water if needed, and your utmost favorite, like, comment, subscribe, coach out.